and then we'll start talking. I'm super freaking nervous, but my team is awesome. They just did a video chat with me and danced with me before I got on here. So here we go. I am Caroline McGaha. I am a green status presenter, part of Mascara Mafia. I am a registered nurse. I work in the NICU. I had no sales experience whatsoever. Like, I worked in a daycare and at the hospital, and those have been literally my only 2 jobs. So I had no sales, no makeup experience at all. I started in July of 2016, so my 1 year is coming up next month. So I'm super excited about that. I got started pretty fast. Went pink in September, so just like a couple months in, and then blue in October, green in November. And still now I'm green because I'm working on building my team up and getting a girl under me to go green so I can go orange. But that's kind of what I'm going to talk about tonight, is being able to set other goals for yourself, because every month we seem to get stuck like in color goals and stuff like that. But it's so important to give yourself personal goals, sponsoring goals, how much PRS you want to get, stuff like that. And that way you don't get discouraged when you don't hit a new color every month, because at some point it just can't happen. Once you get to black status, you can't keep promoting every month, so you have to have other goals for yourself. I
Do we have Adderall XR30 generic?
What?
I was yelling at them.
Is everybody? Okay. I have 118 people on my team. I think I meant to write it down, but I think like 30 something personally sponsored. Parties have been like a huge thing for me from the beginning, and some months I do really well, some months I kind of slack off, and I think everybody has months like that. There are seasons like that. I looked back to count, and not counting the parties that are under my own name, I have had 84 parties, and 38 of them have qualified. So that's like, I don't know, almost half. And that's the thing too, that's where you're going to build your team, the more parties you have. And I know Liz posted today in Gold Diggers like how many parties she is having this month, like in a small amount are qualifying. But it's so important because you're getting all these friends on Facebook, you're building all these relationships, and that's where your presenters are going to come from. You might have a $0 party, but your next like rock star could be hiding in that party. So you just got to do them even when you feel like discouraged, like nothing's working. You just got to keep doing them, because our parties are our bread and butter. So just keep pushing. So I'm getting on here because they wanted me to talk about my month I had in April, which everybody had such an awesome April. The kudos was amazing, which made our job even easier because our products are awesome. So in April, I had a 4,000 PRS month, and that had been my goal for like a while. I think in March, I did like 3,700, and I almost got there. But in April, at the beginning of the month, I really thought it was possible for me to go orange. And towards the middle, I kind of saw, sometimes you just have to be like, I know everybody says like, you just got to stay positive, but it was like evident that it just wasn't going to happen. And sometimes you just have to be like realistic with yourself. So at that point, I was like, you know what? That's okay that I'm not going to go orange this month, but I got to keep pushing for something. So I made that my goal. I made it evident. I reached out to Melina and I told her what I wanted to do. And so she was kind of like my accountability partner. So like every day I'd be like, oh, I got this much sales, I have this much left. And she would celebrate with me like every day. And that was awesome. So that was my goal. I had 10 parties that month, and only like 1,300 of my PRS out of the 4,000 was from parties, which, I mean, that's good PRS from parties, but to think that like 2,600 was through the stuff that we need to be doing every day. So I went through, our kudos was the Flawless 4. So I went through and I followed up with everybody that had ordered from me from July of 2016. Everybody that had ordered foundation or primer or whatever, and I just reached out to them and got a ton of sales that way. It, Everybody was just spamming the heck out of the Flawless 4, and everybody that commented on my post, like every single person, every day I would go through and write down who commented, who liked, and I would message them, because if they're liking the post, then they're interested in the product. So don't be scared to reach out to those people, because they're showing you they're interested. And it makes it a lot easier to say, hey, thanks for, I'm like echoing everyone. Thank you for liking my post. Are you interested? Yada, yada. Instead of just being like cold market messaging someone and saying, hey, our kudos is this. Do you want to buy it? And when you're spamming, a lot more people will see it. They'll get the exposure over and over and over, and then realize how awesome it is. Because I don't know what the statistics is. Everybody talks about like it takes like 7 to 10 exposures, I think, for somebody to jump into doing something. So always like reaching out to people who comment on your post, following up with old customers, stuff like that was where I got my majority of my PRS in April. And the thing was, like, when you're going for a color promotion, that last day of the month, you're just like, the last few days, you're like pushing and pushing and pushing, and everybody's rallying behind you. And it's so exciting. And that last day in April, I think I had like 3,400 on the very last day of April. And I felt like that. Like, I felt like I was going for a color promotion just because I had made that goal for myself. And I stayed up until like 2 o'clock in the morning until I think my PRS is literally like 4,000 some 67 cents or something like that. Like, I got to my 4K and I was like, all right, I can go to bed now. I can sleep because I met my goal. Let's see. Okay, so the other thing is, in April, we had that amazing kudos to focus on, and then May hit, and I felt like a lot of us, including myself, totally including myself, were like, we kind of forgot the basics of what to do every month. Like, we were so focused on spamming the kudos every month that we forgot, like, oh my gosh, our mascara is amazing. Our lip stains are amazing. And so that's really important, just to make sure that you stick with the basics, because our basics are awesome. Like, do a mascara selfie every day, show that our lip stains don't transfer, make videos, update your parties, just stuff like that. If you do it every month and stay consistent, then your business is going to keep growing. So I think with consistency, with everything that month, I reached out to so many people in April. I ended up selling like 20 kudos or something like that. April was crazy for me. I worked really, really hard. But it's something that everybody can do every month. I know May was just weird for everybody, and we're past it. So June can still be awesome. It's only like the 13th of the month. And our splash are awesome. So do the same thing with our splash. If you've already gotten them, then spam them. Take pictures with all the colors. Show side by sides with 2 different colors and see what people like. Split them up in your VIP group. That's an awesome way to do it. And raffle off not raffle off, but do a giveaway for the third one. I think Liz posted a bunch of different ways to do it. Like, you could add 2 more liners to your order to make it free shipping, and then she broke down the math on all of that. But the splash is awesome. It's an awesome product. So that's a good thing to spam for this month. But then, like I said, don't forget about our mascara, our stains, our foundation, because those are things that people are buying all the time. Let me see what else I have. I talked about commenting or messaging everybody that likes your post, anything about unique, but also like if you post a picture of your kid, build relationships, say thank you. If you ask for recommendations on something, instead of like commenting back to them, send them a message, build a relationship. It doesn't all have to be about makeup, about unique. When people get to know you, they'll start to trust you. They'll start to trust your makeup post as well, and then they'll reach out to you. Or you'll get more comfortable asking them because you already have a relationship with them. Let's see. I talked about not having to have, I'm trying to just go through my list. And so that's the thing too, when you have your goal. So I had my 4K goal. I put it out there. Like, I wasn't saying I want to go orange. I was saying all over Facebook, all over my VIP group, all over my Facebook wall, in my team page. All my leaders knew that I wanted, on that last day, everybody on Facebook knew, like, I wanted 4K PRS. And every time I got an order, I would say, I'm this much away. And people would message me and be like, hey, girl, I was going to wait until so-and-so, but I'll go ahead and order a mascara from you. Oh, I really do think I want that kudos, so I'll go ahead and order from you because I saw your goal. People want to help you, especially when you put yourself out there and you're genuine. They want to help you reach your goal. So don't be scared of putting something like that out there. Like, people want to know what you're going for and why you're doing it. Let's see. I also talked about keeping the momentum going. So, like, I had that huge month, and I see that a lot of times on my team, girls under me, my sideline girls, anything. You have like a super stellar month. Maybe you have a really awesome month, and then you just are shy of your goal. And some people can find that really like disheartening and make them feel like, I worked really hard, I didn't meet my goal. Is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it. You are planting seeds every single day. None of this happens overnight. Nothing. Liz didn't go black overnight. Melina didn't go black overnight. I have been green since November, and I'm not giving up. Like, if you don't meet your goal, celebrate all your wins. Celebrate every order. Celebrate every new friend that you made. Celebrate your new presenters. Celebrate other people under you or beside you or above you that have met their goal. There's always something to celebrate and be proud of, even when you don't hit your goal, because you working to hit that goal is enough to be proud of in and of itself. Okay, so that's basically like doing parties, doing the bread and butter of the company is basically what I wanted to talk about. Parties, we've had a million Zooms about parties. I've done 10-day, 5-day. I'm getting ready to start trying to do like an event and do one-night parties. I haven't done them yet, and that's the thing, is that's the momentum thing. Like, I'm starting something new, so I have to work on that. I haven't done hardly any parties this month because I'm trying something new. So it's almost like you just need to stick to what you find works and keep moving and keep booking. At the beginning of, was it the beginning of April or May? I think May. I think May, because that's when all the new Fast Start stuff came out. I was watching like all of Christina McKeehan's videos, and she was getting me like so pumped up. I need to watch her videos like at the beginning of every month, because I was like, she will tell you like, don't quit messaging people until you get 10 parties booked. And I did that in May, and I had an awesome month. I did that in April. I had an awesome month. So do that, guys. Like, get your hundreds list out, message people until you get your 10 parties, and then you can slow down on your messages every day. If you haven't listened to Go for No, it's super short. What is it? I mean, is it even an hour long? I don't know who all has listened to it. It's kind of weird. Like I first started listen to it, and I was like, "What is this?" But then you kind of start to get it. But it's so good. Like it tells you you want to set a goal for no, which sounds weird. You want to set your no goal. So you want to get like 50 no's and not 5 yeses, because maybe the first 5 people you message will say yes. But if you had a goal set for no, then you'd still have 45 messages to send, and you have no idea how many people would say yes in that 45. But if you stop while you're ahead, then you will lose your momentum, and you will miss out on a lot of people that you could have reached out to that might have needed this business or needed that product or wanted to help you out or wanted to have a party for you or whatever you were reaching out to them about. So if you haven't listened to Go for No, listen to it. It's really good. Let's see. So really, I think that was mainly what I had for tonight. I've had this quote written down it's from Girl Code, and I wanted to share it, and I haven't had anything to share it in until tonight. But it just says, if you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. So always go for no until you get yes, and don't stop pushing until you get where you want to go. Know your why, know your worth, and just keep working, because this business works. And look at us, we're all here together helping each other and teaching each other and learning from each other, and there's not really a better place that you can be, and the sky's the limit. So yeah, I had a 4K month, so can everybody else. So I think that's like all that I had for you guys. Do anybody have any questions or want to say anything? I always feel weird when it's like everybody else is so quiet.
I have a question.
Yes.
My name is Christina. Let me go ahead and take my video off. I have my mask on, so I don't want to scare you. Okay.
Okay.
Like I'm pushing to earn the trip to Punta Cana. I'm almost at 1,400 PRS. What did you do different to get that massive 4K? Because I need about almost $2,000 more to earn the trip. I mean, are you just like you said, spamming, you know, like posting pictures and just like PMing people like crazy? Because that's what I've been doing through the month so far.
Mhm. When do you have a big customer base already?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I've been doing this 2 years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The month of April, I literally reached out to every single person that has ever ordered from me.
Okay.
And then on every picture that you post, just message them, get a conversation going, tell them, have you posted about your goal to go to how much you have left?
Like how many kudos I am away. Yes, definitely doing that. And I'm actually doing a fundraiser also to help a little boy that has cancer. I'm donating half my commission to that also. So in turn, that's going to help, you know, raise money for the little boy. And in turn, it's going to help PRS also. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking at it as much money as I can raise because I'm donating half the commission to that.
Yeah.
So did you do a lot of cold messaging or just basically your network that has ordered from you before?
I did mostly my warm market. But I feel like if that is your goal, if you want to go for if you need 2K to get on the cruise, or not, I always want to say the cruise.
I know the cruise because last year it was the cruise.
Like that is so doable. You still have half of the month.
I'm 29 kudos away.
Okay, go ahead and like write down all of what I did was made my hundreds list. The first part of it was all of my customers, and then I started to go through all of my posts and write down all of those people. And then once you get through that, go start writing down cold market people.
Mm-hmm.
And that way you're hitting all of your warm market first, and then start hitting up random people. but like put it out there. And like that's good that you put your how many kudos, but some people are like maybe they don't want the kudos because whatever, they don't need 3. Just put like literally every single day, get on there and put your PRS goal, like how much PRS you have to have left, because maybe somebody's like, oh, I could buy a $29 mascara and get her that much closer.
Yeah.
So
oh yeah, I definitely post that. Anything and everything. Yeah. For sure.
You got this.
Thanks, girl, for doing the Zoom tonight. I'm sure it's helped out a lot of ladies that are watching.
I hope so. I was about to throw up. So.
No, you've done great, girl. You've done great.
Does anybody else have any questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
So when you're doing a follow-up, what is a message you might send out that's not too wordy?
I feel like I never say the same thing when I follow up with people. I usually just like go back to their order, see what they have gotten, and just say like, hey girl, I just want to check in with you and see how you're loving your foundation.
Okay.
Something like super simple, one sentence, like you don't need to word vomit or they will not even probably read it. So just to get the conversation going and make it like say loving and not, don't say like, what do you think about this? Because that's just asking for negativity.
Okay.
Anybody else? All right, ladies.
Caroline, I just want to say that you are incredibly awesome. I love following you, and I am going to get my confidence up to start doing lives. I think that's holding me back. And the more I follow you and watch you, that is helping me a lot. There's a couple of people that are helping me a lot, and I will get there. I think that's one of my things that's holding me back, and I'm ready to go. I am not going to let anything else hold me back.
Good.
So thank you for being you.
Oh, I love you. That's the thing too. I didn't even talk about going live. Going live is so important. Going live will get you so many more people following you and talking to you, and that's a whole nother group of people that you can just say, hey, thanks for jumping on my live. Like, they don't even have to like it or comment on it. You can just get the conversation going like that, and then they might be like, oh yeah, what was that color you used on your lips or whatever. So that's a whole nother set of people that you can reach out to. So going live is super, super, super important. All right, ladies, anybody else? Thank you all so much for hopping on and making this easy for me because I was super nervous. All right. I hope you all have